Hey, hi guys, welcome back to our playlist that is a master inquiry. So in this video, we are going to understand the generation method. So what are the generation method and how we can use that method in UiPath so without any looping activity and what exactly this term that is a generation means what. Okay, so we are going to understand all things one by one. So like before watching this video, in case you are new, please subscribe to this channel. Yeah, so let's get started. So first of all, we are going to understand this name. So terms that is a what exactly this term generation means what? Generation it is a kind of process to create a new data. So based on the specific pattern or specific rule. Okay, so that means a generation. Okay, so we have multiple method generation method. So first is the range. Okay, so next is the repeat. Okay, and again next one is the empty. These are majorly usable methods. So generation method that is a range, repeat, empty. So many methods, but these are so many times we need to use this method. Okay, range, repeat, empty. So let's see, we are going to understand this first, that is a range. What exactly this method, range method, and we are going to understand this method, and so based on this we are going to take one scenario. Okay, so range means what? It is going to generate the sequence of integer number within the specific range. Suppose, for example, suppose I want to get the 10 number which is starting from 1. So then we need to think about this range. So let's see how we can do that. So I'm without any looping activity. Okay, so I'm going to open this UiPath Studio. So first of all, I'm going to create the variable to store that range. Okay, so int var, or array of int var. I'm going to create array of integer variable. Okay, so here I'm going to select that. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to take the assign activity. Okay, here I'm going to mention that method. So how we can get the number from starting from 1, and I need to get the 10 number. Okay, so enumerable. Okay, enumerable, what exactly this method? So enumerable, it is a kind of looping thing. Okay, so dot I need to use the method name. Okay, range. Here I'm going to mention the method name, and my method name is a range. In bracket we need to mention the first of all what is the starting number. So my starting number is a 1, and comma we need to put the count. So how many record you need to get, how many element you need to take. I need to get the 10 count. Okay, so it is going to get the uh, 10 number which is starting from 1, means 1 comma 2 comma 3 up to 10. Okay, so that is a use of this arrange method. So in UiPath, instead of this, we have a activity that, but that's a looping kind of thing, means a repeat number of time. What exactly this activity? It is going to generate the numbers, means we need to mention starting number and number of count. So it is very similar to that. Okay, so I'm going to show that repeat number of time activity. Repeat number of time. Yeah, this one. This is also same. Okay, here we need to mention the count, how many count you need to take. Okay, and this is a starting from and number of count. These two things is very important. Okay, and this method is very similar to that. Okay, similar to repeat number of time. Here we don't require to get the looping activity. Okay, so we need to store that number now. So I'm going to pass that activity, and my result should be that is a array. Okay, so here I'm going to write the dot to array, because my final result will be collection. So that's why I'm going to mention convert that element, all sequence of collection to the array, to array. Okay, and finally I'm going to display that result. Okay, message box. I'm going to take a message box to show the result. Okay, so string dot join. I'm going to join that all number. Okay, so comma separated by and comma. Here I'm going to mention the collection. Yeah, it is going to generate the number 10 number which is starting from 1. It is very useful activity when we require to generate the data. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 up to 10. Yeah, so that is the use of this range method. So suppose my scenario is, suppose I want to take like a square from 1 to 10, square number, 10 number from which is starting from 1. How we can achieve that? So I am going to iterate this loop. I'm going to apply the link query. So iterate this loop. This is my collection. Okay, so what is the first line? So from num in, this is my collection. Okay, and second line I'm going to use the late method. So late function. What exactly this late? Late, it is very similar to assign. Okay, it is going to store the data, evaluate the data. Okay, so let x is equal to, I want to get the square of this number. Okay, num into num into num, num into num. Yeah, and finally I need to store that result into the collection. So this is my different collection. Select, it is going to select the select that output into the different collection, and my I'm going to finally result should be, that is the array. So yeah, so it is going to generate the 10 number which is starting from 1. Okay, and take one by, and this loop will continue, means like it is going to take a first number and get the square of that first number and select into the different collection. Again it is going to get the second record and get the square and select that and put into the uh, like array. Okay, so it is likewise, it is going to iterate the all number. Yeah, so I'm going to click on save and I'm going to run this. Yeah, it is going to generate the collection. It is going to create a square of that every element. Yeah. 149 up to 10, square of first 10 number. So how we can get the square of first number? Suppose I want to get the square of 51 to 100. So how we can do that? So here we need to mention the starting from 51. Okay, how many record you need to take? I need to get the count 50, which is starting from 51. It will take a 50 record and get the all square of all number. Okay, I'm going to click on save. Square of 50 number which is starting from 51. Yeah, so this is nothing but how we can use the range method without repeat number of time looping activity. Okay, and with one scenario. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. This is all about the range method. In next video we are going to understand that is a repeat method. Okay, so yeah, so thanks for watching this video.